They've spent years in the spotlight, but some of Hollywood's biggest stars ended up paying a heavy price for their pursuit of perfection. Today, we're unveiling the black celebrity plastic surgery disasters that forced them out of the limelight. Before we begin, type 1. If you're shocked by these transformations, or 0, if you believe in embracing natural beauty. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to join our community. Let's take a deep dive into the hidden cost of fame and beauty. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a modern-day Hercules. A man whose name has become synonymous with sheer muscle mass and a work ethic that defies human limits. But even the Great One is not entirely the product of iron and sweat alone. To become the world's ultimate action icon, he underwent a calculated transformation long before Hollywood blockbusters came calling, a journey that required the surgeon's hand to help sculpt a legend. In 1999, at the height of his WWE fame, The Rock made a choice that most masculine icons would keep private. He underwent gynecomastia surgery, a procedure to reduce male breast tissue, to sharpen his physique and boost confidence under the spotlight. But as he transitioned from the wrestling ring to the silver screen, his evolution didn't stop there. A larger skeletal frame, tighter skin, and more defined features have left many wondering, how does a man in his 50s maintain a body that looks 3D printed in a laboratory? Beyond the workouts at the Iron Paradise, we explore the medical realities behind maintaining a superhero physique. From subtle skin refinements to the extreme demands of sustaining 260 pounds of pure muscle. Dwayne's story is a masterclass in body brand building. Is his appearance the pinnacle of human potential or a Hollywood-crafted masterpiece of aesthetic engineering? We break down the science behind his transformation and the immense pressure of being a real-life action figure. This is the truth behind The Rock's muscular armor. Kenya Moore, a name that evokes luxury controversy and a crown that seems never to falter. Since winning Miss USA in 1993, beauty has always been her ultimate brand. But in the era of high-definition reality, TV fans are asking, is that brand entirely natural, or is there a secret blueprint behind those fabulous curves? In Atlanta's royal circles, the line between genetic blessing and surgical precision is thinner than a runway. For years, the internet has buzzed about the Kenya Moore mystery. Critics point to a more refined nose and a physique that seems to defy the laws of physics, sparking endless debates over BBLs or secret filler injections. While Kenya fiercely defends her all-natural beauty title, the transformation from a 90s beauty queen to a modern reality icon demands a level of perfection few could maintain without assistance. Is it thanks to elite genetics and rigorous training, or a masterclass in subtle aesthetic refinement? In this documentary analysis, we explore the debate between natural and enhanced. We examine changes in physical structure and the psychological pressure of maintaining a Miss America image for over 30 years. This is a story of glamour legacy and the high-stakes game of keeping a masterpiece intact while the world watches every move in 4K. This is Kenya Moore, breathtakingly beautiful, but at what cost? Lira Galore, a name that dominated the early era of Instagram, setting the global blueprint for the baddie aesthetic that defined a decade. With a face that sparked thousands of trends and a figure seemingly sculpted by a master artisan, she became the ultimate digital muse. But behind the flawlessly edited images lies a story of radical transformation, a cautionary tale in the pursuit of modern perfection. Lira's transformation has been truly striking. Fans have witnessed her natural beauty evolve into a hyper-defined hourglass figure, the hallmark of the BBL era. But this perfect image wasn't sculpted in the gym alone. Lira has been remarkably candid about her surgical journey, revealing the grueling recovery process, the pain, and the complications that edited photos never show. In an industry where the body is the brand, she has shown the world that maintaining a masterpiece requires continuous and sometimes perilous upgrades. In this documentary analysis, we explore the phenomenon of surgical drift, where one procedure leads to an endless cycle of refinements. What is the psychological cost of living under a digital microscope? Lira's story offers a vivid look at the pressures of social media fame and the fine line between self-improvement and losing oneself. This is Lira Galore, a transformation written in pixels of fame and the reality of the scalpel. Is it a dream or a cautionary tale of the digital age? Nicki Minaj, the undisputed queen of rap. From the gritty streets of Queens to global superstardom, Nicki Minaj didn't just change the rules of music, she transformed her entire body to fit the Barbie persona she created. But behind the neon wigs and record-breaking hits lies a complex story of aesthetic engineering that has recently reached an unexpected turning point. In an industry that demands superhuman curves, Nicki became the original blueprint, but now she's rewriting the rules once again. For over a decade, Nicki's figure set the gold standard for the BBL era, a gravity-defying, sharply contoured look that spawned thousands of replicas. Yet the world was stunned when she recently announced her decision to reverse her cosmetic procedures. Moving away from the frozen appearance of fillers and the extreme proportions of the past, Nicki is embracing a more refined, natural version of herself. It's a rare act of transparency in a world of secrets, highlighting the physical and psychological cost of maintaining the image of a living doll. In this documentary segment, we explore the Nicki effect. What happens when the woman who set a trend decides to abandon it? We examine the risks of long-term filler use and the empowerment found in reclaiming one's original self. This is not just a transformation, it's a cultural shift. Nicki Minaj is proving that ultimate power doesn't lie in forcing oneself into a mold, but in having the courage to break it. This is the truth behind the Barbie mask, a story of fame, regret, and the rebirth of an icon. Kimora Simmons, a name synonymous with luxury power and the glamorous lifestyle she calls fabulosity. Strutting down the Chanel runway at just 13 years old, she became the face of a new era in fashion. But as the wide-eyed muse evolved into a global mogul, her features seemed to sharpen alongside her business empire. Was it simply the blessing of elite genetics or a carefully calculated masterpiece of aesthetic refinement? Over the decades, the world has witnessed Kimora's appearance transform from the soft, youthful features of the 90s to a striking fox-eye aesthetic. While she has always remained discreet about specific procedures, experts and fans alike have noted subtle, yet decisive changes: a more refined nose, sharply defined cheekbones, and a jawline that defies the passage of time. In the world of high fashion, being camera-ready is not just a choice, it's a brand requirement. But at what point does beauty maintenance become a complete reconstruction of the self? In this documentary analysis, we explore the pressures of being an eternal icon. Kimora represents the pinnacle of high-maintenance beauty, a look that demands constant oversight and top-tier interventions. We examine the risks of over-contouring and the delicate art of refreshing a star's face. This is the story of Kimora Simmons, a masterclass in maintaining status, the psychology under the scrutiny of the fashion world, and the heavy crown worn by a woman who never settles for anything less than perfection. Kimora Simmons is the ultimate architect of luxury, But has she pushed aesthetic refinement too far? I'd love to hear your take on the evolution of this fashion mogul. Leave a comment with 2 if you're impressed by her powerful, commanding look today. Or 5 if you still prefer the natural beauty she had as Chanel's muse. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss our next eye-opening analyses of global icons. Let's discuss in the comments below. Jada Pinkett Smith, a powerhouse icon and a voice of uncompromising transparency. From groundbreaking 90s roles to the center stage of Red Table Talk, her appearance seems untouched by time. But under Hollywood's unforgiving spotlight, even the most outspoken icons face the pressure of eternal youth. Recently, attention has shifted from her words to her skin. Is it the result of a high-end healthy lifestyle or a calculated dance with the scalpel? Observers have noted striking changes in Jada's facial structure, particularly her sharply sculpted cheekbones and eyebrows lifted to defy time. While she has been brave and open about her battle with alopecia, turning a medical struggle into a global statement of strength, she has been more discreet about the subtle refreshes that keep her camera ready. In a world where she demands honesty from others, her own aesthetic evolution remains a fascinating and mysterious subject. In this documentary analysis, we explore the quiet struggle of maintaining a masterpiece in the public eye. What is the psychological cost of being married to a legend while the world scrutinizes every wrinkle in 4K? We examine the delicate balance between aging gracefully and high-tech interventions favored by the elite. This is Jada Pinkett Smith, an icon of strength caught between unfiltered truth at the round table and secrets refined in the clinic. Is it natural evolution or a Hollywood-engineered masterpiece? Tyra Banks, the supermodel who taught the world how to smize and redefine the runway for generations. But even the queen of America's next top model wasn't born with the perfect angles that the industry demands. In a world rife with deception, Tyra took a bold step. She broke the silence of the modeling world and admitted that her iconic appearance had the help of masterful hands. From the very start of her career, Tyra made a calculated decision to undergo rhinoplasty, not out of vanity, but to survive in an industry obsessed with European beauty standards. She was remarkably candid, stating that natural beauty is an unfair lottery. But as she transitioned from the runway to becoming a global media mogul, the public began to notice more than just a refined nose. From ageless skin to perpetually sharp features, the debate continues: where does the magic of smizing end and modern aesthetic precision begin? In this documentary segment, we explore Tyra's philosophy. Perfection is boring. We examine the immense pressure of maintaining a world-class image while aging in public view. Tyra's story is a masterclass in image management, a strategic choice to enhance individual features and maintain dominance at the top of a ruthless game. Is she a victim of industry standards or a genius who leveraged them to build an empire? This is Tyra Banks, unfiltered, unapologetic, and forever powerful. Rowland, a cornerstone of the legendary group Destiny's Child, and a global icon of grace and powerhouse vocals. In an industry that rushes to the scalpel at the first hint of fame, Kelly did something unprecedented. She waited. For over a decade, she contemplated a transformation that would redefine her figure, proving that the most powerful tool in aesthetics isn't the knife, it's patience. Since the age of 18, Kelly had wanted to enhance her curves, but she listened to the most important voice, her mother's. She waited until she was 28 to undergo breast augmentation, ensuring that the decision came from maturity rather than industry pressure. The result, a smooth, subtle transformation that set a new standard in Hollywood. Yet as she evolved into a powerful solo star, fans speculated about other subtle refinements. Was it the magic of a world-class beauty team, or the strategic touch of a master surgeon keeping her features perpetually sharp? In this documentary segment, we explore the Kelly Standard, a philosophy of slow, deliberate enhancement. We analyze the psychological benefits of waiting for the right moment and the medical importance of making fully informed decisions. Kelly Rowland's journey is a masterclass in bodily autonomy. She didn't just change her appearance, she took full control of her own evolution. This is the story of a superstar who proved that when it comes to beauty, the best results go to those who wait. This is Kelly Rowland, refined, radiant, and redefined. Faith Evans, the first lady of Bad Boy Records, an enchanting voice that defined a golden era of R&B. Yet while hits like Soon as I Get Home continue to resonate through time, her appearance has undergone transformations that have sparked fan speculation. In the high-pressure world of hip-hop legacies, Faith has navigated the line between natural beauty and the sharp contours shaped by the scalpel. Is it a pursuit of eternal youth, or a cautionary tale about the relentless pressures of Hollywood? Over the years, Faith's evolving appearance has ignited intense debate. Observers note a significantly more refined nose, sometimes showing signs of a pinched look markedly different from her early 90s debut image. Experts suggest this may result from multiple rhinoplasty procedures, a risky medical game where each intervention carries the potential to compromise nasal structure. Alongside subtle changes in her facial features, her journey highlights the struggle to maintain a perfect image under the relentless scrutiny of the world for over 3 decades. In this documentary analysis, we explore the legacy pressure. What happens when an icon feels compelled to race against time? We examine the medical risks of repeated facial procedures and the psychological toll of being a living legend. Faith Evans's story isn't just about aesthetics. It's a masterclass in the delicate balance between enhancing beauty and over-intervention. This is the truth behind that voice, a story of fame, beauty, and the high price of maintaining perpetual glamour. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you